So here we are at the Auckland Rugby League, and Andy's joined us now. You've been here for about a month, Andy. How are you settling in at the settling in at Auckland Rugby League? More importantly, New Zealand.
Yeah, good, and been here for just over a month. I think it's about 5 weeks, and settling in pretty well. The team here have looked after me and shown me the ropes and taken me around to the different venues, and been in out to a couple of competitions out on the coast and the North Shore as well, and at Cornwall Park. So finding my way around. The family are settling in well, and we've got the boys in school, so yeah, all good at the minute.
Mate, in regards to some of the uneducated out there, in regards to your background, can you tell us a bit about that and how you managed to join us here at the Auckland Rugby League?
Yeah, obviously from the accent you might pick up from the UK, my background is ex-player, played at England and Great Britain, played for a couple of Super League teams, and back in the day, obviously, the last 10 years I've been in coaching and player development, so natural progression into the role I'm in now. Finished off last year as a head coach of a championship team over in the UK, and we came overseas. My partner was working for a New Zealand company, so we've relocated out into New Zealand, and sort of the background and why we're here. During that process, I applied for the role of coaching and development manager for the Auckland Rugby League. Went through 2 or 3 interviews and through the process and managed to land the job. So great for me and a great opportunity, and looking forward to really stamping my sort of mark and putting my name to some of the things that we're going to do going forward. So that's a bit of the background, a bit of what we're looking to do.
Awesome. In regards to some of the competitions that you've been to, any difference between football played here and in the Northern Hemisphere?
It's very similar, very similar. Grassroots level, obviously some of the differences, key differences with the restricted grades. That's not something we have over in the UK, and maybe because of the makeup of the country here and some of the sizes of some of the young kids, it's understandable, but that's a big difference. But at the grassroots level, it's almost identical. We're more aligned in the UK to New Zealand and vice versa than Australia. They are a different package, but there's some great talent here, there's some great young kids, and there's some real enthusiasm. I think the big difference is it's probably more players in New Zealand playing the game. It's probably a little bit more popular. Still the same battles against rugby and against obviously soccer now, which is coming into New Zealand big time, which that's the main battle in the UK. Football takes over everything, so we really battle against those sort of not so much rugby, but definitely soccer to get the kids engaged in rugby league. So that's very similar. The schools a little bit similar. Difficult to break into some schools with the sports directors in charge of rugby or in charge of football, so it's again very similar sort of issues and problems, should we say. But what I've seen so far is there's a great talent pool, there's plenty of enthusiasm, and there's some good competitions running.
In regards to your role, coaching and football development, what are the key 3 things you're going to be looking at to sort of bed in over the next 12 months in your first year here?
Yeah, so I've already started with getting to know the landscape of Auckland, getting my head around the zones and the district and the ARL and the NZRL and everything which ties in together for my role, really, for me to be able to function. Probably 2 or 3 key things are we're going to nail down the coaching qualifications, and we're really going to hammer that home, and we're going to create a couple of sort of new not procedures in there, but the guys at the NZRL are looking at producing a new qualification which will bring together the current ones and hopefully streamline them to improve them, to help our delivery, to help the coaches at a grassroots level. So we're looking at that, and that's me working with the NZRL quite closely. It's going to take a while, but it's getting there, and we've got a good relationship now, so I think that'll move on in the next 12 months. And hopefully the first part of this year we can start rolling things out with that. The next one for me, the next big one is connecting back with the clubs. I think people wouldn't understand how understaffed the ARL coaching development department's been. I'm running on two guys, and Mary and James have done a great job in the schools and in the clubs and with the coaches and the amount of pressure they've been under. Pat Carthy's obviously been overseeing that for the last year or so. So my role now to come in and not just sort of come up with new ideas and new direction, but also help the guys who are already here. That's part of my role and what we'll be doing. But I want to connect back with clubs, and that'll be sort of me and James getting back out into clubs and bringing some ambassador type person from the coaching side of every club into a group which we can help connect with, and they can connect back with the club. So it's in the early stages. I've spoken to a few clubs who are really keen on it, and a couple of clubs I know they've got that type of person in the role already, so we'll connect with them, and it will help going forward with everything we want to do and developing the coaches and the clubs and developing their own coaching teams within clubs, and hopefully then keeping players within clubs as well.
Well, mate, it looks like you got a wee bit long for the 2017 season. On behalf of the Auckland Rugby League, welcome to your new home. I hope you enjoy your season, and great having you as part of the team, mate.
Thanks, Troy.